At any time, press 1 to rewind 30 seconds, press 2 to fast forward 30 seconds, or press 5 to pause or resume.
Well, good evening, everyone. This is Melinda Baldwin, and I want to welcome you to our monthly Call to Excellence. We are so excited to be with you tonight. So if you're joining us live, welcome this beautiful spring Sunday. And if you are listening to the playback, well, thank you for taking the time to do that as well. So I am very, very honored this evening to introduce one of our most esteemed speakers, and she is not a stranger to anyone who listens to the Quantum Leap calls because she always has something brilliant to say every Monday, and I love listening to her messages. So first of all, Corrin Cresci is a senior sales director, and she lives in Modesto, California. She's been married to her handsome husband, Bruno, for 29 years. She has 2 beautiful daughters, 4 fabulous grandbabies. And get this, she has been a star consultant every single quarter that she has been in Mary Kay. Now, I don't know exactly how long she's been in. I know she's been a sales director for 20 years. So, Corrin, how long have you been a Mary Kay consultant?
Yeah, 22 years. So every quarter, whatever 22 times 4 is.
Oh, that is, well, that's like 22 times 4 is what, 88 or something like that?
88 quarters.
Yes, that is impressive to have never missed a quarter. And of course, the Star Consultant program was one of Mary Kay's favorites because, well, it's the bottom line in consistency. So a sales director for 20 years, so you didn't waste any time. You came in and got it done in a couple of years, and you've been a fabulous leader ever since. And she's earned 11 cars. So every 2 years since she came into the business with 9 pink Cadillacs, 17 unit clubs, 3 top director trips, and she's currently on target for the trip to Spain in the fall. And this is the most impressive of all, annual Miss Go Give for Ruby, for the Ruby division for 2007. Now that is a honor that is beyond all honors because, as most of you know, unless you're brand new, this is an award that's given to you by your peers. And they vote on you and talk about why they think you are so deserving, and it is just exactly that go-give spirit. So, Corrin, congratulations, not only a monthly but an annual go-give for the Ruby division in 2007. That is so impressive and no surprise, absolutely. So, Corrin, we are very, very happy to have you as our speaker this evening, and thank you again for everything that you contribute to the Quantum Leap Hotline every week. Just, rain or shine, she is on there on Mondays. So thank you, Corrin, and it's all yours. Take it away, my friend.
Okay, Melinda, thank you so much. I've been looking forward to tonight's call, and then my whole entire world went crazy topsy-turvy in a really fabulous way because my daughter went into labor yesterday, and so I transitioned over to her house because she has a 11-month-old. And so I'm here babysitting, and she had her baby today, just a couple of hours ago.
Oh, my goodness, and here you are. Talk about suiting up and showing up. So what did she have?
She had a little boy, so that was grandbaby number 4. I got to change my accolades right before I sent them to you.
Oh, that's so exciting. Well, congratulations.
Yeah,
congratulations.
Yes,
that's
thank
so
you.
exciting.
It is. It's been an exciting day, and I just laid the little 11-month-old down for his afternoon nap. So we're all going to pray and keep our fingers crossed that for the next 24 minutes he stays napping.
All right, we'll send that blessing his way.
Yes, thank you. All right, ladies, well, I am super excited to share with you tonight. I want to talk to you, for those of you that are note takers, I want you to write down, I have a winner's DNA. I have a winner's DNA. And I absolutely believe that. I believe that every single one of us has a winner inside of us. I believe that God wired us that way. I believe that he made us that way. I believe that's a biblical principle, that victory is yours. And I think sometimes life circumstance and maybe jobs and just everything piles in on us sometimes as women, and we tend to forget that. And so we're going to be talking about having a winner's DNA tonight. And then I've got some ideas for you at the end, but in the middle, I'm going to share a story with you. So, this is the grab your drink and pop your popcorn part of our time together. So many years ago, prior to being in Mary Kay, so I've actually been a consultant with Mary Kay for a little over 22 years, 22 and some months. So prior to that, I was a travel agent, a travel counselor with American Express. That was my job. I had been with them for 9 years, and I had come from another agency before that. So that was really my only career, was a travel agent. When I worked for American Express, we were a high-end travel agency. So you would come in and see me if you wanted to have a luxury vacation. That was what I specialized in. And so this was something that I did. I did it well. I enjoyed helping people's dreams come true. Like, I enjoyed the process of helping them dream about what their vacation was going to be like and what the destination was going to be like, and we could do this and we could do that, and I enjoyed planning it. The bad thing was I didn't get to go. And oftentimes their experience was ruined by travel delays and weather, and I kind of got the brunt of that on the back end when they returned. But I did enjoy my job. It was a job that had perks, which is why I started in the business all those years ago, because I was single, and being able to work at a travel agency like that meant I got to travel. That was the payoff. Maybe it wasn't the best paying job, but boy, the perks were great. Then I got married, and my husband and I got to travel together, and that was really great. But then I started having kids. Well, kids kind of put a damper on travel. I don't know if anybody's figured that out. And it became a difficult job to really do, because sometimes my job required travel. I had to go, and it was difficult with a newborn at home. And so that's kind of where I was. And so I'd been there for about 9 years. I was very confident in what I did. I was good at my job, and I enjoyed being good at my job. So I worked in an office full of women. Did that just make anybody's stomach just kind of turn into a knot a little bit? I worked in an office full of women. There was drama. There was gossip. There was no trust. There was backstabbing. It was all there. It was catty. And you know what? I was right in the middle of it. Like, I'd like to say I didn't know better, but I think back then I kind of half enjoyed it. I didn't have mentors. I didn't have Mary Kay in my life. I didn't have anything to look forward to, like off my office and the office politics, and the women there were like, that was my life, and I was overly involved in the drama. And so it was not a very healthy, positive workplace. Let's just put it that way. All women. There was probably about 15 of us at any given time. Lots of drama, lots of hormones going on. Okay, so I'm doing my job, and one day our Hawaii representative came in, right? So she was the one who, for American Express, she was in charge of all of the Hawaiian destinations and air travel and everything. So she came in and she made an announcement to our agency, and she said, "We have decided to run a contest. And it's the first time we've ever done this. It's going to be called the 100 Grand President's Club Contest. And this is when you sell $100,000 worth of travel to Hawaii this year, then you are going to be a member of this exclusive club. And of course, there's going to be rewards." Well, hello. first of all, the way the travel industry worked back then, I mean, if you sold X amount of hotel rooms at a particular hotel, that hotel kicked you back a couple free nights. If you sold X amount of seats on an airline, Hawaiian Airlines, over the year, they would kick you back a free airline ticket or maybe an upgrade to first class. If you sold Hertz car rental over and over and over again, they'd kick you in an upgrade to a convertible when you came and rented a car with them. That's the way the industry worked. So I sat at my desk. I think I just had my second daughter. My other one was probably around 2 or 3, and I had gone back to work after maternity leave, and I thought, my husband and I deserve a vacation, and we love Hawaii. I'd already been to Hawaii. I live on the West Coast, so getting to Hawaii is fairly easy, and my husband and I had been married on the island of Kauai. I loved Hawaii, and I'd been there many, many, many times, multiple times, and I was like, we deserve a trip to Hawaii. I'm going to be a member of the President's Club. Now, interestingly enough, when I look back on that, they didn't provide us with any data. They didn't say, this is how much Hawaii you sold last year. They just said, sell 100,000. I had no idea. Like, did I even get close before? They didn't help us goal set. They didn't help us. They just said, do it and you'll be a member. Okay. So I got to work on Hawaii. So this is what that looked like. Okay. You came into my agency with your husband and you sat down at my desk, made an appointment, sat down, and you were like, we really are looking forward to laying on the beaches of Puerto Vallarta in Mexico and drinking a margarita. And I would be like, all right, I'm here for you. And when you left my desk an hour later, you had paid a deposit on a trip to Maui and you were drinking Mai Tais. If you came in and you said you were saving your money for your anniversary trip and you'd always dreamed of sailing in the Caribbean, oh yeah, you got it. When you left my desk that day, you were all ramped up about your trip to Oahu. I sold the heck out of Hawaii. Now, for one thing, I love Hawaii, so it wasn't easy. I mean, from my heart, I knew people were going to really enjoy their time in Hawaii. And, you know, you never know what's going to happen when you travel outside of the country. So Hawaii is a safe bet. So I sold and I sold and I sold and I sold and I sold, and they never gave us any updates and told us how we were doing. But I was working. In October, so 2 months before the contest ended, this gal, this Hawaiian rep, comes walking back into my office one day. She pulls up, she walks in, she has this big smile on her face, and she has this envelope that's kind of like a manila envelope, and it's kind of thick. And she says, I have an announcement to make. We have our first 100 grand President's Club member, and she's from this office, right? Because this was like a nationwide thing. She's like, and she's from this office. So if I could get everybody to gather around, because we are going to give a presentation to Corrin Cresci. And I mean, it kind of didn't surprise me because, like, I'd been selling Hawaii, like, aloha, like I had been working. It kind of didn't surprise me that I had done it. I was super, like, proud of myself. Now, can I tell you what the rest of the office did, what the rest of the women did? 3 of them had to get on the phone and make very important phone calls in that moment. One of them, it was time for her break. Somebody else had to go to the back room to make photocopies. Somebody else was way behind on filing, and she needed to get up and go start filing. And the only person who came over to my desk was my boss, my female boss. I mean, because that's the real world, okay? So she comes over, and the rep, she has this, this envelope, and she was like, Corrin, you're the first person to actually earn it anywhere. She was like, we really didn't anticipate anybody achieving this goal until the full 12 months was up. She was like, so you kind of caught us off guard a little bit. She was like, we were so excited. And she goes, well, I have some things for you. Now, you guys know I'm sitting at my desk and I'm planning my trip to Hawaii, because if I've sold $100,000 worth of Hawaii for another, for this company, there are some free airline tickets in there, and there's some free hotels at some nice places, and there's a car rental, and I mean, there's a nice package that's been kicked back, right? So I'm sitting there getting myself all worked up and excited, and she says, okay, first of all, And she reaches into the envelope and she pulls out this certificate, and it says President's Club, the 100 grand presented to Corrin Cresci on such and such date, right? And she was like, the president signed it. Now, I don't even know who the president of American Express is. So, but back then I was impressed. I'll be honest. I was like, oh, that's cool, right? She was like, this is suitable for framing, right? In hindsight, now I look back on it, I'm like, so why didn't you frame it? It's suitable for framing. Go buy your own frame. Okay, so then she still has this fat, right? This envelope, and it's still kind of thick. I can see it. And so she reaches in and she pulls out a little slow light, right? And I'm waiting for my package to come out for Hawaii, and she pulls out a king size 100 grand candy bar. King size, the big ones, the 100 grand candy bar. And she pulls it out and she was like, congratulations. And I just kind of stared at her. And she said, and we have one more thing for you. And I was like, okay, here it is. She said, but because you earned it early, we weren't prepared. So I had to put in a requisition request for it. And it should be here in a few weeks, and then I'll bring it into the office. But we have a $50 American Express gift card coming to you. And you guys, that was it. Yeah, that was it. Were there free airline tickets? Oh, yeah. Did I get them? Nope. Was there a car rental and hotel and all that? Oh, yeah. Somebody above me got it. Somebody above me got the whole dang thing. There were probably several packages in there. And the reason I share this story with you is because, for a couple of reasons, but very shortly after that, Mary Kay came into my life. About less than 60 days, the Mary Kay business opportunity was presented to me. And when I saw things like all you had to do was sell $40,000 of Mary Kay and they'd give you a free diamond ring, like guaranteed. All you had to do was sell $3,600 in a quarter and you guaranteed got to pick out a star consultant prize. Like all you had to do was sell $1,200 a month and get yourself a piece of jewelry from the company, guaranteed. Can you see why I jumped at the opportunity and thought to myself, heck yeah, I have a winner's DNA inside of me. We all do. We all want to be winners. We've just got to find the right opportunity sometimes in order to achieve that. So the good news about my Hawaii story is that it fueled me, you guys. When I started my Mary Kay business, it fueled me to do well, because I was like, I will never put myself in another position again where I work my butt off to send somebody else to Hawaii. I will never do that again. I will never put myself in that position again. And I am grateful that the Mary Kay opportunity came into my life. But here's the transition. I share that story also because it's super funny. Like, can you believe it? It's like I can look back and laugh now, and like over the years I've told that story, and people will give me like at Mary Kay events they'll bring me like 100 grand candy bar, and I'm like, oh, this makes me gag. Like, can you imagine like that as a prize? Can you imagine Mary Kay giving you a candy bar? Like, I look back on it and laugh now. I've received so many amazing gifts from Mary Kay over the years. But I share that story with you because I want you to think about something. I want you to think about that, and I want you to know that that's still going on. I want you to know that that's still happening every day. That's still a part of the women in your lives' existences. That's still a part of, they go to work every day and they make money for somebody else's luxury. The women that are your customers go to work every day and they make somebody else a whole bunch of money. They go to work every day and they make somebody else comfortable at their expense of being uncomfortable. Every single day, this is what's going on in the world. And unless we're the ones who say, you know what, there's an opportunity for you to be a winner and to feel important and to feel special and to feel proud of yourself in a tangible way. Unless we share that, they don't know. If somebody hadn't shared it with me, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't know. So I want us to look at a couple of things here, okay? You as a beauty consultant, every single month have the opportunity to earn a piece of jewelry. It doesn't matter to me if you like gold or silver or rose gold, or you prefer bracelets over earrings, or you prefer dangle earrings to post, like let's not, okay? Let's just not get caught up in that. Every single month, the company is willing to reward you as a sign of gratitude. Thank you for sharing, loving, and using these products. That's what that represents. Give it away. It comes beautifully wrapped. If you don't wear a bracelet, give it to somebody special in your life. If the jewelry is beautiful, even if it's not beautiful on you, it can be beautiful for someone else. Every single quarter, you have the opportunity to pick a prize, a beautiful prize for your home, jewelry, luggage, home decor. I mean, there's so many options when it comes to that Star Consultant poster, business supplies. It's endless, absolutely endless. And every single year, you have the opportunity to earn a diamond ring, right? So we know that. We know those things in Mary Kay. And sometimes I think we just get kind of like, I mean, I don't, because I like earning all of those. But sometimes I've had consultants that are like, right, about the prices. Okay, so let's have a shift for a second, if we could. We're in our last, I'm going to call it 90 days, but we're under 90 days. We're in the last stretch of our seminar year. So between now and June 30th, we probably have like, I don't even want to think about it, 75 days. We probably have 75 days left. In 75 days, we're going to put a big bow on our year, our seminar year. And there's a lot of places for you to win as a beauty consultant. And so I want to engage you in putting on that winner's hat in the next 75 days. So what could you win? Maybe you have not won yet a consistency prize. So right now the company is offering in April, May, June. If you do a 600 in April, 600 in May, and a 600 wholesale in June, you win the consistency bracelet. Okay, so that's something you can shoot for personally. Maybe you are a star consultant. Maybe your own sales have normally gotten you to the sapphire or ruby level pretty easily, and maybe even the diamond. But have you seen the Pearl prizes and the Pearl Plus prizes? You know, you get those from team building also. You get those extra points from team building to bump you up that star consultant poster up to the top, to the big prizes. Maybe you're a consultant and your unit is in car qualification. Maybe your sales director is stretching to earn her first pink Cadillac, or maybe even just her first free car. Maybe your director and your unit is stretching for a unit club, 300,000, 350. Maybe they're stretching for $500,000. We're stretching for 650. My unit is. Like, there's different levels to play a piece of and to be a part of the win. And you know what else is really cool? Is that I like doing my very best so that I can contribute to our company's overall win. You know, our company, Mary Kay Incorporated, they've got some things they're working on. They set projections, they set goals, they set things that they want to achieve as well as a company. And your next 75 days could help our company achieve the things they set in place for them. And so here's something to think about. A few years ago, Mary Kay opened up the country of Peru. It hasn't been open very long. 3 years, 4 years maybe, right around there, that the country of Peru got opened. Ladies, going into a new country and bringing Mary Kay, the business, the product, selling it for the first time, like that is a huge undertaking, and it takes a lot of financial resources. And one of the ways that we here in the U.S. help our company go and open up opportunities in other countries for the other women is when we're doing our best here. Like if you were in Mary Kay 3 or 4 years ago, 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago doing your best, then you contributed to the women of Peru right now being given an opportunity. So thank you. And when you do your best this month and the next 2 months, and we finish out the seminar year at an all-time high during a pandemic, during a time when our company had to make so many pivots and the supply issues that they deal with that are out of their control, and the prizes they continue to give us and the raises and the extra bonuses. Like when we finish this seminar year at our very, very best, it is giving our company the financial resources to get into another country in another year or two. They're already projecting where they can go, and they need us to get them there. So I want to call out the winners. I want you to be a winner at the highest level that you can possibly be between April, May, and June. And here's something else that I want you to do. I want you to think about the women in your life, and I want you to think about my story of sitting in corporate America, selling $100,000 of Hawaii travel and not even getting a lei to wear around my neck. Could you have not at least brought me a fresh flower lei? I want you to think of that, and I want you to think that the women that are in your circle are being underappreciated. And you know how you can fix that? You can invite them. You can say to them, you know what? I know I've shared a lot about Mary Kay and the business and how we make 50% and there's no territories and there's tax right, and I've shared all the facts about Mary Kay with you, but have I ever sat down and told you how much fun it is to be a winner? And you could come in and be a winner with me. You could win with me over the next 90 days. We don't want to work as women. We want to win. Share the wins. Let them know they can keep their job. We're not asking people to uproot their lives and set their lives on fire and undo everything that they've built and worked for over the years. But they could have some Mary Kay fun on the side. They could add some Mary Kay, some winning. They could win a bracelet. They could come in and win some earrings. They could win a Star Consultant prize. They could feel proud of themselves. I think sometimes we might make the Mary Kay business opportunity kind of bigger than it needs to be sometimes. If we're using words like joining, starting, and building. You want to build a business? Ooh, that sounds hard. You want to start something new? Ooh, that sounds scary. You know, like you want to join? Ooh, what am I joining? Like those kind of words sometimes might take away the fun. What if you started saying to women, I'm having so much fun winning in Mary Kay. I mean, the product's great, the people are great, the discount's awesome. But if I told you about the things I've won, I think you would enjoy winning with me. Why don't you come in and give it a try just through June? You'll help our team win just by saying yes. You'll help our company win just by saying yes. And let's see if we can't get you some prizes. We're having fun in Mary Kay. Winning is fun. Winning is in your DNA. You have the DNA of a winner. There's a quote that I love by Zig Ziglar that says, you were born to win. But there's another quote that I love from Vince Lombardi that says, winning isn't everything, but wanting to win is. So I'm calling out winners tonight, and I hope it's you. I hope as you're listening, you're like, yes, I'm going to be a winner. I'm going to win. I'm going to win it all. Because you honor yourself, you honor God, you honor our company. You bring a lot of honor to winning when you do. So thank you, ladies, for being with me tonight. It's been a fantastic 30 minutes. I hope that it has blessed you. Thank you all. God bless and good night.